Hi everybody, this is Vicki from Island Yarn. We wanted to pop on today because we just released our new Brioche Lotus Cowl, which is one of our new Brioche Moebius cowls and one of my very favorites. So this cowl has two different increases and two different decreases. So I just wanted to show those to you real quick because sometimes when you read the very long words and instructions, it makes you go, what? So seeing it sometimes is a little easier. Please forgive my ugly swatch. It's just a little swatch that I have that's high contrast that I can try out different stitch patterns. So it's ugly. I know. I'm sorry. So this cowl uses a brioche knit increase and a brioche purl increase. It also uses a brioche knit decrease and a brioche purl decrease. I'm going to try to keep saying those properly for you so that you know what the heck I'm talking about. So the first one we're going to do, and I'm going to do them both row by row so that we can sort of get through it, but they aren't stacked like that. There's a couple of rows in between on the cowl. So we're going to start this row with our ugly orange. It's not really that ugly, just, you know. And we're just gonna brioche on over. So you see we're on a brioche purl row, so you know if you're coming up on a decrease in your pattern, you're going to be doing a brioche purl decrease. And actually this was a swatch from when I was trying out that stitch pattern, so handily this is kind of what it'll look like, although this I didn't like, so I changed it. See, swatching is good. So this is going to be your brioche purl decrease for the purpose of this pattern. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to go in, you're going to purl both the yarn over and slip and this knit stitch together. You're going to purl those two together like that. Then you're going to put the stitch back on your left needle and you're going to purl that stitch together with this yarn over slip right here. And snug them up. It doesn't look that pretty yet, but it looks really good on the side that it's supposed to look good on. This will just sort of get buried in the scope of these purl rows coming up. It'll all look good, I promise. So that's the brioche purl decrease. So now we're going to go over, and I think, let's see, we must be doing, yeah, we're going to do a brioche purl increase. Oops. Over to where it sort of makes sense to do it. Okay, so see, this is sort of the center right here of your little V that's forming. It will not look like this on your first couple of rows. You just have to kind of go on faith a little bit on the first couple of rows with brioche, and because at first you're like, is this right? No, I don't know. So it's very easy. Both the increases are really easy. This is the brioche purl increase. So you're going to go in to purl, but then don't take this stitch off your needle. You're going to yarn around the needle and then go back in and purl that yarn over slip together again, and then pull it off. So you see, then you have 3 stitches hanging here. And when we go back, I'll show you what you're going to do with them. So then we're going to just go to the end of the row. You'll see what it looks like when you come back to do the others. Actually, I might have to do a couple of rows just to make sure I show you everything. This is also flat, so it's a little weird. You're only going to have, you know, 2 essential rows. When you go in the round, it's nicer. You don't have to do all this flipping back and forth. All right, so now I've got my gray. And when you come up on your decrease, it should be just as it should be. It should look just the way you want it to be. So here we are. We're coming up on the decrease from the previous row. I'm probably going to try to show you. Yeah, so this is the decrease from the previous row, so that would be your yarn over slip for this time. Yep. The increase, you have to do something a little different. It doesn't look quite the same because you've just created 3 single stitches. It's not that hard once you're sort of in the groove of doing brioche. You just sort of have to remember like why those 3 single color stitches are in a row, because that's not normally how brioche looks on your needle, right? You've got your yarn over slip, you've got one sort of like a pair and then a single, a pair and then a single, and then you're gonna show up here and have 3 in a row, right? So you just did your brioche knit. So you're just gonna yarn over slip the first one of those 3. You're gonna knit the second one, and then you're gonna yarn over slip the third one. And that's it. And then you've re-established brioche on that increase. Okay, so now we're gonna do, it's gonna be too squished. It's not gonna look very good on my ugly swatch, but we're gonna do the brioche. So now we're back to our orange over here. So now we're gonna come up on the increase first. So this is going to be the brioche knit increase. So let's get over to it. Okay, we're almost there. The nice thing about this is, though, you know, you can count it out or place markers as you like in the pattern. You can really see it. Like, you can see this is where everything's happening here, right? Like, this is the center stitch that wants to be increased. So this is your brioche knit increase, very much like the brioche purl increase. You just go into this yarn over slip like you're gonna knit them together. You knit it, but you don't take this off. Then you yarn over the needle. You go in to knit them together again, and then you take it off. And then you see you ended up with your 3 single stitches right there again. You can actually, in Nancy Marchand's brioche book, you can see you can increase like crazy this way. You can do 5, you can do 7, you can do a whole whoosh. We're just doing like a basic. Then we're going to scoot over here and do the brioche knit decrease. And then you guys will be golden for your brioche lotus cowl. Okay. And then I guess I'll be able to show you the 3 singles again from the increase, but I bet you get it because it's easy. Okay, we are coming up on our 3 singles from our brioche knit increase. You can see we just purled 2 together here. So we're going to yarn over slip the first one. We're going to purl this one, just purl 1. And then yarn over slip on this one. Here we are. We're going to do our brioche knit decrease. This, I have to say, I do this a little bit different than the brioche book does, just because I tried it a bunch of different ways, and one of them left like a little spot, this spot, that annoyed me. So so I do it this way. I mean, I guess if you're dedicated to the other one, you can do that way. But see, so we have a yarn over slip over a knit stitch right here. So what you're going to do is you're going to go in like you're going to knit these 2 together. You're going to go in like you want to knit these 2, but just slip them. Go in knitwise. And then you're going to knit the next 2 together, the yarn over slip and the single next to it. So knit those 2 together. And then you're going to pass the slip stitch over, but it's going to be the 2, the yarn over slip. So these 2 up. Oops, it's very loose. This needle is too big. And over and off the needle. And there's your decrease. It's very loose because I put a big needle on here. So there you go. That is all of your increases and decreases that you need for our new Brioche Lotus Cowl. Oh, hold on. I'll show it to you. It's so pretty. Much prettier than this orange and gray. Ta-da! Isn't that so pretty, you guys? So this is like where you do your decreases and then you do your increases on your other side. Isn't that so fun? Here, I'll show you the back so you can see the whole shebang. And because it's Moebius and it's crazy, this zigzag line, that's your cast on. You don't have to do anything special. You just do the 2-color brioche cast on from our previous tutorial, and that's it. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the cowl. I hope the video was helpful, and I hope to see you all soon. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.